So now on to our next session of the day, where I'm delighted to introduce Hussein Dajani, who is the General Manager of Digital and CX Transformation at Nissan Motors. He's experienced in the digital marketing tech space. He has been recognized this year by senior leadership in terms of him winning the AMIO Chairperson Nissan Way Award in July of this year. So congratulations on that. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. So I like to speak with award winners, so I'm looking forward to learning. What do you want to talk to us and share today?
So 2020 was a very tough year on everyone, on a lot of industries, on a lot of professionals. For me, it was the climax of my career. So basically, what I want to share are the learnings of what happened in 2020, how we were able to cope with the COVID, and how did we shift ourselves to become more customer-centric.
Excellent. 10 minutes, and then I've got lots of questions for you.
Brilliant. So again, my name is Hussein Dajani, as you mentioned. I'm a General Manager of Digital and CX Transformation for Africa, Middle East, India, Turkey, and Oceania. And I've been with Nissan for the last 5 years. And when I joined the organization, we didn't have any customer experience function over there. 3 months down the line, we had a restructure, and I was tasked with basically setting up the customer experience function. And that was a really amazing deal for me to say no to. So I immediately jumped on that, and we started with the work. So what happened is, the year 2017, 2018 were what we call the CE 1.0, Customer Experience 1.0. We really wanted to look at what infrastructure we have over there, what tools do we have, what teams, staff, what customer data, so on and so forth. And we basically wanted to understand how are we going to start walking and what exactly do we want to achieve. After we laid out all the foundation, we knew exactly where we are and where we want to go. We leaped into what we call the CE 2.0. And we started that in the year FY19. However, being able, it's so easy to put things on a paper or in a PowerPoint, but when coming effectively to work on it, it's not as easy as it is. Again, as I mentioned, I initiated that department in the organization. And I still remember walking down the hallways in the office and people telling me, what do you do exactly? And I was like, I handle customer experience. And they would tell me, oh, so you're responsible for customer service and the call center. And I was like, no, pretty much exactly. This is a very small part of what I do. So basically, my job is very much cross-functional. My success relies very much on the success and the cooperation and the engagement of the cross-functional teams, be it from sales, after sales, dealer network development, so on and so forth. And so what we did is I decided to create something called the Customer Experience Steering Committee. The team and I, we prepared a deck and we started having meetings with each one of those departments where we explained to them very well, what are we trying to do as a customer experience department? What is our purpose? What are our objectives, so on and so forth? But more important is we asked them to nominate one champion from their department who will sit with us on the Customer Experience Steering Committee. Why did we do that? Is because, as much as organizations are amazing when they grow and they become big, as much as they fall into the trap of something called silos. Every single department starts working on their own rather than to the bigger benefit of the customer or the organization. So in order to be able to break that, we needed to break the silos and we needed to make sure that departments are working very closely with each other. And as you will notice in the middle of my slide, there is the customer sitting there. Around that customer are the journeys, the various journeys that a customer goes through. And then there are the various departments that need to work cross-functionally together in order to provide a seamless, frictionless, enjoyable, and memorable experience for the customers. So we have that customer experience steering committee in place. 2019 was a brilliant year. We had so many solutions that we launched out. And exactly like Tracy was saying, we used to launch them based on MVPs, minimal viable product. We tested them, see how the customer feedback on them is. Once we are satisfied, then we go full-fledged. So it was a really very successful year in FY19. We started off FY20 We laid down the budget. Everybody's super happy. You know, we want to kick off the work, and boom, COVID happens. So we were, you know, when COVID first started and we started hearing about it from China, we said, yeah, it's happening in China. Yeah, we're not affected. But then overnight, it started sweeping off the Middle East, Europe, Africa, so on and so forth. And I recall we started working from home, and I got a call by the executive assistant of the regional vice president, Hussein, the RVP wants to meet with you. What? Great, I'm getting fired. Interesting. This is exactly what I need. So I jump on the call. I was really scared. And then he's like, Hussein, for the last 3 years, you've been screaming and shouting, I want to do this and I want to do that. And we keep telling you it's nice to have versus a must have. Well, let me tell you one thing. Now is the time where you can start, showing us what you can do. Customers are not coming to our showrooms out of fear of COVID. Customers are not coming to service centers out of fear of COVID as well. So what can you do? So the starting point was that steering committee I talked about. We sat together, brainstorming, speaking to our colleagues in Nissan China, speaking to our colleagues in Nissan Spain, getting the ideas. And what we came up with is a proposition. It's called Shop at Home with Nissan. Now, when we went to the senior leadership team to present to them the ideas, it was very important for us to highlight to senior management one thing. What we are coming to present to you is not a countermeasure for COVID. What we are coming to present to you is a business transformation plan. And we need your commitment that if COVID ends in a week, in a month, in a year, no matter what, we will continue in that business transformation plan. So this is a long-term thinking. And this is the new way that Nissan wants to do business with its customers. So they're like, okay, show us the ideas that you have. And basically, it was a set of 7 solutions where, for instance, the customer is not coming to the showroom, not a problem, we'll bring the showroom to them by creating a virtual showroom on our website. They're not coming to the showroom to do a test drive, not a problem, we will do home test drives. They're not coming to the showroom for service maintenance, not a problem. We'll do for them home service maintenance, where we'll come, pick up the car, do the servicing for it, and bring it back. So really, the Shop at Home with Nissan was more of a one-stop shop or a customer promise differentiator, and it was an umbrella for a suite of solutions tailored towards existing customers and potential customers. It's a promise. It's a commitment. It's a way for Nissan to show the empathy with customers, the wider audience customers, because we understood their fears, we understood their aspirations, we understood their needs, their wants, and we were able to deliver on that. However, as you know very well, whenever launching any new solution, you need, before you get the buy-in of the external customer, you need to get the buy-in of the internal customer. And by that, we mean every single employee in the organization, our partners, the frontliners, sales consultants, call center agents, community managers, so on and so forth. So we created what we call the Nissan Academy. It's just like you're doing an MBA course. So it's got a set of courses that you attend. You will get certified that you've went through those courses. You will go through the solutions that we have so that you learn everything about them. So we did the full training for everybody in Nissan and our partners and the frontliners. We needed to make sure that everybody's speaking the same language when it comes to Shop at Home, because we didn't want to create any friction at any point in time with any customer, especially in the time of COVID. So we finished the training and all of that. And meanwhile, we were working with our Marcoms colleagues on the campaign that we will launch. And let me show you what we ended up doing here.
We are back, but in truth, we never left. Even behind closed doors, we were innovating and developing ways to bring our worlds together, because being close to you is what moves us and drives us forward. We bring you Shop at Home by Nissan, a portfolio of 6 brand new exclusive digital customer services wherever you are. Our world has changed, and now we will change yours. Start experiencing a new level of services designed just for you. Discover Shop at Home.
So that video that you're seeing over there was the master video that we developed. And then we created vignettes. So for each one of the solutions, we created individual vignettes for them, videos. And each one of those videos were launched in each of the MEO markets. So every single market had those videos coming out, be it in Arabic, be it in English, be it in French, in Turkish, so on and so forth. Remember one thing, all what you saw right now was not shot. All what you saw right now was the compilation of more than 6,000 pieces of content that we had at our end, where we compiled them together. It was COVID, we were locked down, we could not go out and shoot, so we had to do everything while sitting at home. And kudos to our agency partners for doing the hard work while sitting at home.
We are back.
Sorry, yeah. And what you're seeing in front of you right now is the roadmap for Shop at Home in each of the MEO markets. And I kid you not, that piece of paper went to bed with me, had breakfast with me, was in the toilet with me. That sheet of paper was basically with me everywhere I went for a period of 4 months, because I used to get calls from senior management asking me what happened, what's the update with this or that. And I needed to make sure that I turned that sheet into green in the soonest time possible, while ensuring that it's providing customer delight and enjoyment at the same time. So zero frictions, zero mistakes. And again, if you go to any of our websites right now in each of the MEO region, I'm talking Saudi, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Kuwait, Qatar, Oman, Bahrain, India, Turkey, Australia, New Zealand, you will find Shop at Home over there, the proposition that we have. It was launched at the same time in all those markets, and it includes inside of them all the solutions that I was talking about. So as you can see here, the virtual showroom, the augmented reality, the car configurator, the finance calculator and pre-finance application, the home service maintenance, all of that, which was amazing. And again, as you know, we're not an NGO at the end of the day. We need to deliver on the bottom line. Unfortunately, I can't share the accurate numbers, but I can share with you the percentage. Shop at Home, I can tell you for now, it was a win formula for the organization. So basically, if you take a look at the visits all the way to digital retail sales, which is the leads funnel that I'm responsible for, we were able to achieve more than the average of all the solutions that were available on our website, which tells you it was a success, which tells you people liked it, which tells you people had the aptitude to utilize those services and solutions. So talking about all those solutions, how do we put all of them in play, and how do we provide a seamless, frictionless experience? Let me show you that case study from India, where we launched during COVID our flagship product called the Magnite, which has on it the latest Nissan logo after we did the rebrand, and you will see all the solutions in play. Sorry.
At the core of Nissan is innovation. Enhancing consumer experience at every touchpoint is what drives us. Today, digital is increasingly becoming the medium of choice across the buying journey. And the COVID-19 pandemic has only accelerated this shift. Our Customer Experience Steering Committee's governance propelled the CX success by strategizing and building synergies for all upcoming launches. For Nissan India, Magnite was a make-or-break launch where we leveraged the existing Nissan Shop at Home solutions. New solutions were added that further elevated the customer experience. The first important step was to supply the interest of the consumer with information about the car. They could either do it by visiting our website or a WhatsApp assist that answered all their car-related queries. Since visiting showrooms was out of the question, we designed a virtual showroom where they experienced a 360-degree view of the interiors and exteriors of the cars. Customers could also schedule a video call with dealers to know about the new Nissan Magnite. Additionally, we ensured our dealers' robust online presence to build customer confidence. To serve our customers better, we consolidated our existing marketing call centers into one. Now, every call made to our customers gets displayed as Nissan India on Truecaller, building credibility and an improved contact rate. We even introduced 2 ways for our customers to experience Nissan Magnite. an industry-first virtual test drive from the comfort of their homes, and a home test drive for physical experience of the car brought right at their doorstep. Customers were given more details about the vehicle in the consideration stage. We launched a car configurator where one can personalize the car to their liking by selecting between the variant, color, engine type, and accessorize their Magnite. While they're at it, high-intent customers could also take the help of a concierge service where a virtual sales assistant provided more information and helped them complete the purchase. To be able to confidently book a car of their choice online is the third important step in this journey. Our booking engine gave customers a start-to-finish solution from exchanging their existing car, calculating and comparing EMIs, applying for finance, to finally booking the car online or even paying at a dealership. Once the car is booked, we also made it easier for customers to track the estimated delivery date of their vehicle. For customers who liked Nissan Magnite but don't want to buy it, we gave them an option to subscribe and drive it as well. Our after-sales service was designed to ensure that the experience of owning a Nissan Magnite is as wonderful as driving it. Every Nissan is equipped with a connected car app with smartwatch connectivity. Customers can use up to 50+ features on the app at onboarding and after-sales stages. With an online service calculator and real-time service booking on base, customers can experience hassle-free after-sales service. The digital transformation with Nissan Magnite included the following. The digital first launch of Nissan Magnite even found mention in Google's global case study. The innovation that fueled the online transformation garnered a 5-star for its overall digital buying journey. The Nissan Magnite was not only loved by customers, but admired by the experts too. A new era for Nissan has just begun.
I really hope you liked this case study, because the idea behind it, what I want to say is, what we were able to achieve in 4-month period usually takes us 3 to 4 years to achieve. So we were able to really crunch all those years in a very short period of time. Why? Because we worked in an amazing cross-functional way. Again, every once in a while, so every quarter, what we do is a review of how are we doing versus our competition when it comes to customer experience. And I can tell you that with Nissan at Home, with the shop at home, we were able to put a huge gap between us and our competition in each of the AMIO markets. We became the leaders when it comes to digital customer experience. And I can tell you, without sounding bragging about it, but we really led the way. We saw many other automotive brands following what we are doing, which is something great to be happy about. Saying all of this, I just want to end it with the following. The year 2020, some call it the COVID year, or many call it the COVID year. I personally call it the customer year. What 2020 did for us is it really made us understand the importance of customers. It really made us realize that without a customer, we can never continue to survive. And if we keep doing business the way we used to do it 5, 10, 20 years ago, we will not be future ready. So here's a question which I would like to ask the audience. Think about it today, tomorrow, this evening, but trust me, it will start playing in your head. What was the last best experience that you've had with a company or a brand? The last best experience. The reason why I'm asking that is because if I ask you to remember the worst experience you've had, you can name so many of them. But the best experience, there are very few of them. And the reason, again, why I'm asking that is because our objective at Nissan is to beat the last best experience every customer encounters. Saying that, I will leave you with this final video before I end my presentation.
When you look at the world, what do you see? People or things? Tools or activities? Products or customers? For a long time, the world's businesses had just one perspective. They saw the products, not the people. They were in the business of selling things, so that's what they did. Businesses sold and customers bought. You might call this the era of ownership. Businesses knew they had customers. They saw them every day, but they didn't really know their customers. And so they focused more on what they could sell them than what they wanted. And that was fine, until the thing you bought broke, sat idle, couldn't expand, or became obsolete. And then you had to buy a new one. And that was not what the customer wanted. And that's just sad. But here's the good news. There are a few companies that have had the courage to see the world in a new way. Mavericks, disruptors, reinventors, call them what you will. In just 10 short years, they have changed the way we all see the world. There's the automotive company in Detroit that when it looks at highways, no longer sees vehicles, it sees travelers. Ford. After 115 years and 380 million cars, it's hard to imagine this company changing the way it does business, but that's exactly what's happening. Or the world's leading construction and equipment manufacturer, Caterpillar, a company that no longer sees gigantic earth movers, but customers who need to move earth. Or how about the 70-year-old company known for crafting the most popular guitars in the world, that no longer sees instruments, but people who want to be musicians? That's what's happening at Fender. And these are just 3 examples. There are many more. Surf Air, who sees passengers instead of jets. The Guardian, who sees open minds rather than open newspapers. Serve Corp, who sees the work, not the place. Hive, who sees smart people instead of smart homes. And Royal Canin, who sees pets instead of pet food. Companies that have the vision to look at the world in a new way, seeing people, not purchases, delivering outcomes, not products. And this is changing the world for the better.
I'd like to thank all our viewers, and I really hope you enjoyed that presentation. It was a short one. Usually I deliver in 1 hour, but I hope I was able to deliver the intended message out of it.
You were indeed, Hussein. We're out of time, so I'd just like to say this. Number 1, congratulations for putting a dent into the universe. I'm sure you know that quote. Number 2, your passion for this is quite clear. And 3, congratulations for doing an absolutely amazing job with the team. Fantastic. Exemplary work and a great story, and you got it across, absolutely nailed it. So thank you very much for contributing that to our conference today.
My utmost pleasure. Thank you very much for having me.
Pleasure. Go well.